What's up YouTube? This is the Internet Income Ninja with another money making video for you on this channel. Thank you so much for stopping by, and in this video I hope to solve one issue that you either have or you didn't realize you had that you are now going to resolve. Now I'll try to condense it, and I'll probably split this into 2 or 3 parts, but this part is just to get your feet wet, and I'm pretty much catering to doctors in this video, okay? And I'm going to share with you a way that you can increase your sales online for a very minimal amount of money, because you already have everything you need except this one tool, okay? Now stick around and I'll share this video. Thanks again for stopping by, and let's just jump into it. So this tool that I'm going to share with you is what you're actually looking at on the screen right now. You are behind the scenes of software, or a software called GetResponse. GetResponse is what you will call an autoresponder. An autoresponder is software that you set up or program to send messages, emails, text messages to phones. You set those up and it automatically sends out these messages and emails whenever you set them up to. And that is part of the business model that I use. So if you're curious about what these business models are, then you can check the links in the description below. One of these links will actually be for GetResponse, okay? And this is a part of the puzzle, or a piece of the puzzle, that allows me to make money even if I'm sleeping, because an autoresponder, as the name suggests, responds automatically, day or night, rain or shine, as long as everything's set up properly. Once somebody clicks on the link, enters their information, the autoresponder gets to work as scheduled. So as I mentioned earlier, that I will be catering to doctors today and how you can actually increase revenue for your practice. This is how, and I'm going to do this part is going to be shorter than the first part, because like I've said, you already have all you need except GetResponse. So if you like what you're seeing, I want you to follow the link in the description below for GetResponse and test it out. You get a 30-day free trial, 30 days free, okay? And then after that you pay $12 to $15, I believe. I haven't even checked my invoices lately, but it's about $12 to $15 per month. That's cheap. So it's $12 to $15 per month, I believe, up to 1,000 contacts or leads, and then after that, if memory serves me right, it's $22 per month. So what's $22 per month in exchange for earning thousands more than you are currently earning? And you don't have to believe me if you don't want to, but hopefully by the end of this video you will see the value of getting this tool. Now, I said that you have pretty much everything you need already except the tool. So what else could you need other than this amazing software? Well, let me share that with you right now, and I'll do my best to explain this simply and directly as possible. Now, GetResponse is probably the very easiest autoresponder I have seen on the market today. It is, I wouldn't say idiot proof, but it is very clean, very crisp, very to the point. There's not a bunch of flashy dashy fireworks and colors and whatever. It's just very basic, and I like that. So nobody needs to worry themselves about having to figure out where what is and whatnot. You do have a little virtual tour that you can do here at Explore, okay? From time to time you will get notifications from GetResponse. Up here you have the menu. Let's look at what that looks like. Email marketing, autoresponders, automation, webinars, chats, growth tools, These are communication tools as you see suggested here. Growth tools, conversion funnel, landing pages, forms and surveys, paid ads, website builder. You get all of this within the bundle that you pay for $15 up to 1,000 contacts or leads, and then $22 per month past $1,000 leads. Stores and products, files and images, integrations and API, mobile apps. Integrations and API is where you connect to other software. Okay, we're not going to go into that today, but again, like I've been saying, you have everything you need. And again, I'm talking to doctors in this video. Now, what is it that you already have, what is it that you already have that I was referring to as you have everything you need? Honestly, all you need plus this software are leads. You already have them. Now, initially there's going to be a bit of work, but after that it's going to be seamless. And here's what I mean. You've been welcoming people into your office for years. You've had the lady at the desk either enter them into the computer, or you probably had cards that you had them write their names and information on. So here's what you're going to do. You are going to ask the lady at the front desk, and you possibly might even have to hire a temp. Okay? You can hire you can hire him or her on contract, or since it's summer, you can hire someone from high school or college who's doing some sort of medical course, an internship at your facility over the course of the summer or until the job is done. And here's what you're going to have them do. You're going to have them go into those old boxes, and you are going to take all of their information and you are going to input that information into what's called a list right here. See that? So I'm going to click on that. Okay. So once we click on that, it shows all the lists that I currently have. Okay. And what we're going to do is create list. Okay. So you are going to name this list. Okay. Now, GetResponse has its own way of wording stuff that's unique to them, and they have clearly stated here that your contacts would, sorry, not that. It says your underscore list underscore name. You should only enter characters separated by an underscore or a hyphen. Okay. Now this is a bit of a shared thing, so if someone already has a name that's used, you cannot use it. Okay. So let's say your doctor's office goes by Healthy Happy Homes. You may call it H for healthy, H for happy, underscore H for homes. Maybe put a dash. So Healthy Happy Homes med practice let's just do another underscore for the heck of it. So Healthy Happy Homes med practice, and they are our patients, or if you want to use a softer name, you could call them friends. Well, let's just do patients. So let's say patients list. Okay, so I doubt that somebody has this list, but we'll just go ahead and click create. So it's Healthy Happy Homes medical practice patients list. Oh, it contains invalid characters. Right, I forgot to mention, we can't use uppercase letters, just lowercase, hyphens and underscore. So let's just switch those real quick. Okay, and I mean, I might be going slowly here just because I want you to see exactly what's happening. Alright, this honestly doesn't take that long to set up. So let's do create. Okay, so healthy, happy, home medical practice patients list. Alright, and what you're going to do is click here, and you are going to add contacts. So what you're going to do is you are going to, like I said, take those old boxes, take all of them, and you're going to go through patient by patient, and you're going to say, okay, that's the list. How do you want to add contacts? You can do one by one manually, or if you actually had a file on your laptop, you could upload them as like a what's the term, like a CSV or something like an Excel file. If you've had all your contacts in an Excel file, you can upload them using an Excel file. So what you would do is you would use your XLS, which is your Excel spreadsheet, CSV, text, VCF, XLSX, ODS, and you could literally drag and drop or select file from your computer. Alright, so you can own. So what should you do with the contact information? You can add and update existing, meaning add it to what's already there, only add the new, and only update existing. And you definitely have to click I have permission to add these people to my list. Okay, but yeah, we'll upload them, and let's assume that you've been around for a while and you've pretty much had handwritten cards and file reports like that. Okay, so you will literally go through one by one, but I'll only do one as an example. Okay, so email address, let's use mine. Internet, guys, please don't spam me, okay? But let's just go ahead. So internet income ninja at gmail.com. Okay, name, so for here, you would want to, because it's an official thing, like a medical thing, and there are many people with similar names, you will enter their full name just so you don't get anyone confused. Okay, and I have permission to add this person to my list, add contact, whoops. Oh, when I added it, what happened was it went blank so that I could enter a second. So each time you add and then you click add contact, the slate is cleared so that you can add a second contact and a third and a fourth and a fifth. So I accidentally hit add contact when the first one was already slated for delivery or addition. So that's why that error came up. But if we were to go here, we would see that George R was added on July 20th, 2021. It won't show an IP address, it won't show that it's updated because this was entered manually. Okay? You with me? Next. And like I said, this is so easy. This is so easy. You are going to laugh when you see how this is done. And you will see why you need this tool. So let's go back to, so let's say we've populated a list of 1,000 people because people love you. You've had 1,000 people. Okay, now why would you want to add people to a list in GetResponse? Well, here's why. You've had these people for, let's say, 10 years. Okay, and some of them you've seen once or twice, then you don't see them again. Some you've seen 10 times over the course of 10 years, which is an average of once a year. And maybe that once a year is just to get a checkup. Some you only see when they're sick. And there's nothing wrong with that because, I mean, you're a doctor. You tend to treat illnesses. But because you're called happy, healthy home med practice, you want people to be happy and healthy all the time. So your problem is, how do I get people to stop by and see me? Or not even see me, but how do I get people to come by and grab their favorite products when they need them? Because even though you're a medical practice, facility, it doesn't mean that you can't sell things like vitamins, or you can't invite people to a tutorial on how to pick proper vitamins or the right vitamins for you. Or it doesn't mean that you can't have a day where it's like a customer appreciation, where you do free health checks, free ear checks, free blood sugar level checks and stuff like that, just to give back. How will these people know that you're having these events without having to spend thousands of dollars on a radio ad or a TV ad for your local area? What you can do is simply retarget the people that's been coming to you for years, right? So here's what this would look like. You have a customer, or you have a list of customers. You only see them once every 5 years. As a medical practitioner operating a place called Happy Healthy Home Med Practice, you don't want people to come just when they're sick, because as a doctor you believe in preventative care. Here's what you're going to do. Having received their email address, their name, and actually you can even enter their phone number, and I'll probably show you that another time. Okay, but just for simplicity's sake, let's just say you only had emails. Let's say you only had emails. Okay, you're with me? What you will do is go ahead and create a newsletter, or you can create an autoresponder. We'll look at the newsletter just for today. Okay, so again, you've asked your lady at the front desk, or your secretary, or you hired a temp, a high school or college student that's on break for summer. They're looking for some extra income. They decided they wanted to work for you. You know that they're a good fit because maybe it's your brother's daughter or something. Hey, come work for me. I'll have you do something over the summer, and I'll pay you $15 an hour to do this thing and interact with the customers as they come in. Great? Great. What you'll do is you'll go here, you'll create a newsletter. Okay? This version is rather simple, and the newsletter is an email that goes out to your entire list one time. Okay? One time. So when I say one time, I mean once you hit send, it goes out once. Okay? An autoresponder is different. You can set it up so that it goes out repeatedly whenever someone signs up. So let's say the lady at the front desk sitting there, a new customer comes in. Hi, welcome to Happy Healthy Home, etc, etc, etc. How may I help you? Oh, hi, I need to see Dr. Jones. Is he available? Sure. He has a slot free now, actually. And the person says, awesome. Okay, what do I need to fill out? Oh, no, that's fine. Because of the pandemic, I'll do the entry, because we don't want you touching stuff, and I wouldn't want to transmit or transfer anything to you. So everything is hands-free. I'll enter the information for you. They're like, oh wow, that's amazing, because they're used to filling out these cards and stuff for themselves. So you'll start out, may I have your name? And they'll tell you, Bob Creek. So you enter Bob Creek. Thanks so much, Mr. Creek. May I have your email address? Enter email address. Address tells you his address. Phone number tells you his phone number. Alright, and you'll get all the information that you normally would get. Okay? An autoresponder would actually, or can be programmed to be sent out, let's say, in 2 hours time. And that's because maybe you want the visit to happen, and then when they leave, the email goes out after, thanking them for coming in. Okay, but this one, the newsletter, we're assuming that we already have a big list, they know who you are, and you're informing them of, say, a special event, or you're welcoming them, reminding them of your presence, that you exist. Okay, now you are going to select the list that this email is going out to. You will create a message name which only you can see. When you send this out to your subscribers or to your patients, they're not going to see this. This is just so that you can find it. So we'll call it hope you are, no, let's call it reaching out. Calling all ancient, let's not say ancient, let's say faithful. They've been with you for years. Calling all faithful patients. Okay? Subject. This is the subject line of your email. So when you send out this email, this line is what people are going to see. Okay? So here's the subject. Hi. And you can personalize things. What that means is you don't want to see hi friend. You don't want to see hi patient. You don't want to see hi there. It means something to people when you show, oh my bad, I actually have my fan on. I hope it hasn't been blowing into the microphone. It's been a hot one. My bad if that happened. I'll rectify that in the next video. But let's say that you want to see hi first name. Name is their full name. If you use this one, it's just the first name, which I think is very personal. If you pick this one, it's just their last name. If you pick this one, it's hi whatever the email address is. And I honestly don't remember what this one is, but there's a ton of them. There's a whole bunch of them, a whole lot, and most of them we're not even going to be using, right? So let's say we personalize it to reflect the person's first name. So it's hi first name. Guess what? Okay, so hi whatever the first name is, guess what? Or you want something a bit attention grabbing so that they will click it. Okay, so hi first name, would you like a free health check? Right? Or would you like a free checkup? Yeah, let's say checkup. And mind you, I'm doing this on the fly. I'm doing this on the fly. You can plan out how you want it to sound and how you want it to look and stuff. But this is live, doing this on the fly, showing you the power of this thing. And you're not going to be going this slowly, because you won't be explaining anything to anyone. So you could actually just breeze through this. Now, the name of my company is called Dream Creation Labs. But here, when you sign up, you could sign up with Happy Healthy Home Med Practice. So HHH Med Practice at, or you could say, you could create it, you could set it up from your, wherever you purchased your domain from. You could set it up to say Dr. Jones at HHH Med Practice. Okay, so that's who they'll see that the email is from. Okay, so I'm going to leave, or let's, for the sake of this video, let's just do Internet Income Ninja, since that's the name of the channel. Next step, and this is where you're going to select a template. Okay, GetResponse has a ridiculous number of templates that you can choose from that are pre-done, pre-designed. All you need to do is edit the information. See that? See all of that? And I haven't even reached a third or a quarter of how many templates there are. Now, if you don't want to scroll through all of these, which I wouldn't suggest you do, you can select templates based on your niche. And since we're in the health niche, let's do health and beauty. And all these health and beauty templates are going to pop up. Alright. And my internet is being a little sticky, so bear with me for a sec. This is golden. This is golden. Alright. Now, it says that you're inviting them to a free checkup. Yes, every time somebody comes in, you would want them to pay. Definitely, definitely. But think long term. Think about the relationship you're creating with your patients, with these people you've been with over the years. They haven't seen you, some of them, for years because they haven't gotten sick enough to come to the doctor. So you're reminding them of the bond that you guys share. Okay, now I like these two just because it has doctors and nurses on there. This one looks like a bunch of stuff. This looks a lot simpler to deal with right now, so let's just use this template. And again, because you guys are ninjas, you'll be going through this so quickly, and you as a doctor will feel so much more empowered. Trust me, people will respond. Now, what you're going to do is simply edit all of this. Okay, so let's say happy, healthy home med practice. That's the heading. Okay, we'll leave the picture as is, and what we're going to do is this is where we're quote unquote selling. Okay, so let's do this. Dr. Jones happy healthy home med practice. Okay, this is how it would look on your, isn't this cool? This is how it would look on someone's cell phone when they're reading this newsletter. Okay, so you can delete this pic and insert a picture of yourself and your staff, but for the purpose of this video we'll just leave it alone because you know it's already there. But please make sure that you change the image to reflect your business and what you stand for. Okay, let's just thank them for visiting us in the past, and we want to thank you for your patronage over the years with a free checkup. Since it's happy healthy home, we'll just do a smiley face. Okay, we'll make this bigger. Let's do because I mean some of your people are slightly older and maybe they can't see that well. We'll bold it. Okay. Alright. Actually, let's make it a tiny bit smaller. There we go. Okay. So this is how you would be seeing the newsletter so far. Right? And details. On Friday, what's today's date? Okay, so Friday will be the 23rd, so let's do next week Friday, okay? So on Friday, July 30th, we are having our customer appreciative free health check for you and yours. We realize that through the pandemic and just life happening, we lost touch. We miss you and want to see you healthy and strong. Come on by on this date and see me and all the other staff members from 9 a.m. to, let's do 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Refreshment will be, and this is if you even want to pay for this, because there's some people who will come just for the food, man. I kid you not. Alright, so refreshment will be provided. See you soon. And then down here you could put something cute like we never want you to be out of our sight for so long ever again. Dr. Jones. Okay? And that's your newsletter. So again, I mean, like I said, you can make these bolder or bigger because you're dealing with some of your patients who might be a little older. Okay? So you want to make sure that they can read it on their cell phones. We can't assume that everybody has a 7-inch screen or 8-inch screen or anything like that, like those, you know, big new iPhone 12s nowadays. Some people still have pretty simple basic phones, so you want them to be able to see. And if I come here and scroll, this is how it would look in our newsletter. See, nice smile, inviting, you know, free. Let's put that in bold. And I mean, this is me being persnickety, this is just me being particular about stuff. But like I said, as a doctor, you're going to create this newsletter. Okay, so after you've had your front desk or your temp enter all these names and email addresses or whatever information there is, right? You enter everything, and then watch this. Oh, one of the things I usually do is adjust left. Okay, so that when it's in the email, and we'll show you that in a bit, when it's in the email, they'll see it as an email is usually written, not centered. Just okay, right. Now, let's say this is our newsletter. Okay, here's what's going to happen. You're going to do a test message. You can send a test message. You could do an inbox preview, and you could check your spam score. Your spam score is so it's saying your email will probably not be recognized as spam. So the lower this value is, you don't want to go over 5. The lower this value is, the better. If you get closer to 5, it's more likely to be flagged as spam and will go to their spam folder instead of their inbox. Alright? Now here are the results. It says a generic form, email address, hotmail, whatever. This is often marked as suspicious. Okay, this message doesn't have a plain text version. Great. Exclamation mark and question mark in the message subject, not a lot, because a lot of times what people do is they use exclamation marks and question signs to incite emotion. So when you see something like win $1 million with exclamation marks behind, people are like, oh my gosh, I want to win, and they'll click it and it's spammy, and then you see all sort of nasty stuff popping up that they don't want to see. Okay, so it doesn't have a bunch of exclamation marks. Great. Message properly signed with DKIM by get response. That's good. Extremely large font size. Great. So you don't have people clicking on it just to enlarge it to see what it is. So we have a very good spam score. Okay, what we'll do is inbox preview just to see what it will look like, and this part does take a little bit to let's say populate. So if anyone is still using America Online, it will show you the view for that. If someone is using Gmail, it will show you what it looks like in Gmail. Outlook 2016, it will show you what the email will look like. Mobile, it will show you what the email will look like in their Samsung S10. Huawei, there was an iPhone version that was there. I don't know what happened to that, but this is how it will look in your Gmail. Let's just click that since that one is ready. This is how your inbox usually looks. But don't worry, you'll see if their first name is Bob, as I said before, you'll see, hi Bob, would you like a free checkup? And of course your newsletter. Amazing, right? So if you want to, you could center it. I just like to leave it left just because most times in Gmail everything is sort of left adjusted. Okay, so all that's good and fine. If I want to go back to what the previous examples look like your AOL and so forth, see the AOL is loading. Outlook, that hasn't loaded yet, but I'm happy with the Gmail. A lot of people use Gmail. I'm happy with it. Outlook looks good. Samsung S10, don't know what's happening with that, but for the most part I'm happy. Good to go. Awesome. What we'll do is we could even turn this in landscape view just to see what it would look like if I had my phone on landscape view. Okay, awesome. Next step, even though you created this newsletter and you wanted to send it to one specific email list, you can include other email lists that you may have created. Maybe you wanted your patients categorized. Maybe you wanted your patients under diabetics, geriatrics. You wanted what's that word? What's that word for children? Pediatrician, right? You wanted people under maybe a category like I don't know, heavy meds, like they depend on serious meds. Whatever class you want to create, you can create different lists for people, and if you wanted to send this same newsletter to a bunch of different lists that you created, you can select these different lists. Okay, but for now I just have one general list and I'm going to be sending it to that list. So what we will do is, if I wanted to exclude certain recipients out of specific lists, I could choose the list that I want to exclude people from, right? So I could exclude recipients based on list, different segments, or suppressions. And since we don't have any, we just want to send it to our list. Okay, next step, this is the summary. This is what the subject will look like, and I mean, like I said, it will say hi and whatever the first name is, so be sure to enter the information correctly. You don't want people getting offended because, you know, you spelled their name wrong, and there are a lot of people who are touchy like that, so bear that in mind. We've already picked our template and edited and created our thing. If you want to see what that looks like, you can click this eye icon here, the eye icon. Spam score 0.1 out of 5, you are good to go. Recipients, you have one recipient in this list, that's okay. Now here we have what's called perfect timing. Perfect timing is off, okay? Or you could schedule when this thing goes out. So you want it to go out a specific date and a specific time, okay? Oh, and by the way, something you could do is in your newsletter, just include your contact information, so your phone number and all that stuff, because some people might actually give you a call and ask if this is for real. Because a lot of people nowadays are so on edge. They're pretty much on alert because they don't want to be scammed, they don't want to be spammed, they don't want to drive somewhere and then they get robbed. Everybody's on guard, so they may call you, and you can call. When they call, you could simply say, yes, it's me, how have you been, warm voice, all that jazz. Okay, so you could set the date and time. So at the time of this recording, it is actually 9:30 p.m. as you see here. You could actually set this thing to go out tomorrow at, and this is 24-hour view, right? So let's change this to 9. Okay, so we'll do 9. Let's do 9. Let's just do 9:30. Done. And you could pick the time zone. Whatever the time zone is, doesn't, just pick your own time zone. Okay. Perfect timing delivers your message when your recipient's most likely to open and click. So you could actually turn that on, and it sends your email to when it's most likely that your recipient is going to open and check their emails. I guess based on data that Google has gathered or whatever email system they use. Time travel is something interesting, because you can actually send your message to anyone in the world at that time. So if it was 9 a.m. here and I wanted somebody to get their message at 9 a.m. their time, okay, so let's say it's 9 a.m. here and someone is behind me. Let's say they're still in yesterday and they're about in their local time it's about 6 a.m. and I sent this email. I could actually have it sent 9 a.m. whenever they get to 9 a.m. So for me it would be 12 midday. When their time reaches 9 a.m. the email will be sent to them, right? So that's how time travel works. You can have it sent their time. So even if I was creating a message, I could have it. So let's say I was over here in the world and I wanted the email to go to them at a particular time, or let's say I'm typing an email at midday, okay, and someone, their local time is 2 p.m. and I wanted it to be sent to them at 6 p.m. I could set it so that it time travels to their local time at 6 p.m. It doesn't matter what day or whatever. Once it reaches their time, it will be sent their time, irrespective of what my local time is. Okay, so we'll just turn that off because everybody is in and around your region because you're a doctor. Everybody's in and around your region. So we'll just schedule since we've already set the date and time. Or if you wanted it sent right when you've done it, you could do that as well. So that email was sent according to settings. It will be sent tomorrow at 9:30. And here's what will happen. Everyone who was locked away in their little holes, in their little corners, in their little spaces will receive this email address, right? Now, here's what's money about all of this. All these people that you haven't seen for these years or these months or these weeks, they will come back. They will stop by because everybody loves a free checkup. Everybody loves free food. You get to mingle with them. And in doing so, you get to update your records. So maybe they change their phone numbers. Email addresses don't change very often, but maybe they changed addresses. Maybe they changed their phone numbers. Maybe there was a change in their family. Maybe there was a newborn. Maybe someone died. I don't want that for anyone, but that's just how life is. You get to catch up, you get to bond with them, and you get their updated information. And what you can do from time to time is stay relevant. What I mean by that is maybe you can record yourself doing a tutorial on since it's the hurricane season, let's imagine you're in Florida. You can do a tutorial on medical stuff that you can put together should a hurricane come, and you can send that out. You can have different tutorials, like video tutorials, and yes, it does take a little bit of work on your part. It doesn't have to be longer than 10 minutes. Okay, you can have a phone conversation for 10 minutes. You can talk into a camera for 10 minutes. Record your video for 10 minutes. Upload it to this because I didn't remember to show you, but you can actually include video. Or if you have a YouTube channel, you can actually point them to your YouTube channel or your Instagram or what have you. Everybody's doing video these days. You can point them to your channels, and what you can do is you can update people. You could do it once a month or every 2 weeks, and what this will do is people will stay current with what you're doing, and anything that ails them, they'll think of you because you're present, you're in their minds, fresh, and you add value to their lives. That means people are going to be coming to you more often for their ailments. To add to that, like I said earlier, if you want to promote a line of vitamins, you can start pushing vitamins when they're showing. Now, you're not going to be salesy, but people are going to see and remember that you have vitamins, and they'll buy a box or bottle of vitamins from you. Or if they have the need for vitamins, they will remember that you have it. So they'll stop by their favorite doctor, Dr. Jones, to get these vitamins. Right? It's that simple. Now I know I've explained this in length, but to be frank, all of what I just did, minus entering 2,000 leads, because entering 2,000 names and email addresses into a thing is pretty tedious. But outside of that, it takes you 10 minutes to type up your thoughts in a newsletter and send it to your list. And everyone gets it. Everybody gets it. People will start to come when they realize you care. And a part of them thinking that you care is you actually adding value to them. So doing things like newsletters and creating autoresponders will increase traffic to your practice. And the rest is up to you and your staff. Treat them well, treat them nicely, and they will come back and you will make more money. It's that simple. All of what I did just now I could break down in 10 minutes, but I wanted to go step by step and show you that it doesn't take any rocket science to make money online, even if you have a physical business. Guys, I forgot to mention it, but if you like what I'm sharing, show some love, hit the subscribe button, smash the notification bell, like, comment, and share this video with all your doctor friends, because I'm speaking to doctors today. Okay, you can increase your income through doing simple, effective, and very, I consider it, sweet things like this. Okay, I am a sucker for great customer service, and I will go somewhere and pay good money to get this level of service from my medical practitioner. Okay, so and if you're a doctor and you know that your staff is, keeping interests alive, they have other interests. I mean, if they're going to leave, they're going to leave. You might as well tell them to watch this video and share the links in the description below, because these links, including a link to using this software, GetResponse. Again, it's like $15 a month, and it's up to 1,000 names, and about $22 or so past that, up to about 10,000, I believe. And then there's another tier for up to 100,000. So check that out, check that link. You'll see it under GetResponse. Try GetResponse free. And also, if your staff is looking to start a new online business, there are links in the description that help you with that as well. But guys, I hope this added value to you. I thank you for watching this to the end, and let me know, doctors, even if you're not a doctor, maybe you're a wellness practitioner, like you do herbal medicine, and same principle. Okay, so let me know what you think. Hit me up, show me some love in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll probably be doing a part 2 showing you autoresponders and how autoresponders can increase your earnings as a doctor. Thanks so much again. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.